She was barely keeping her lights on. Then she met the man sleeping outside her building with nothing but a broken saxophone. What she did next would change all three of their lives forever. The hallway always smelled like fried onions and wet concrete. Carla barely noticed anymore. She nudged open the door to her apartment, balancing a paper bag full of discount groceries on one hip, while her 6-year-old son, Mikey, trailed behind her with a tattered backpack and tired eyes. It was almost 8 p.m. She'd just finished her second shift at the diner. Her feet throbbed. Her back ached. Rent was late again. But that night, something different caught her eye. An old man sat huddled beside the dumpster near the stoop. His coat was threadbare, his beard tangled, his eyes closed like he hadn't slept indoors in weeks. A busted saxophone case lay beside him, scratched and duct-taped. Carla paused. She should have kept walking. She didn't have anything to give. But Mikey tugged on her sleeve. "Mom!" He's shivering. Carla hesitated. Then she sighed and climbed the stairs. Inside, she heated up the last of the soup she'd made 3 nights ago. She wrapped a piece of cornbread in foil and placed the steaming bowl in a plastic container. Mikey watched silently, his small face lined with questions he didn't know how to ask. They went back down. Carla knelt and offered the food. "Thank you," the old man whispered, his voice raspy but oddly melodic. "You got no idea what this means." "You play?" Mikey asked, pointing to the sax case. The old man chuckled. "Used to. Once upon a time." Carla learned his name was Earl. He'd played with legends back in the 80s. Smoky clubs, neon lights, applause. Then addiction took his music, then his money, then his home. One meal turned into 2. 2 into daily check-ins. Earl never asked for more, but Carla always found scraps to share. A month later, she came home to the sound of music, not the radio. Live. Smooth, soulful saxophone drifting up the stairwell like a ghost from another time. She found Mikey sitting cross-legged beside Earl, who held the battered sax like it was gold. Earl winked at her mid-note, then kept playing. "He's teaching me!" Mikey beamed. At first, Carla resisted. What was an old addict doing around her son? But Earl never crossed a line. He showed up sober, respectful, and Mikey changed. He started waking up early to practice scales. His stutter eased. His teachers said he was calmer, more focused. Earl, too, started to look different. He shaved. He walked straighter. With Carla's help, he got into a shelter program. A church lent him a clean suit. One rainy Sunday, Earl auditioned for a jazz collective downtown. They offered him a regular gig. Carla watched from the back of the club as he played under soft lights, the saxophone singing like it remembered everything he'd ever lost. Mikey sat beside her, tapping his foot in time. Afterward, Earl pulled them both into a hug. "I thought I was done," he said, voice thick with emotion. "But you two, you reminded me who I used to be." Carla smiled, tears threatening. "You reminded us too. Life didn't get easier overnight. The bills still came. The hours were still long, but the music played on. And somehow, that made it bearable. Because in a city that never stopped moving, 3 people who'd almost been forgotten had found each other. And in doing so, found hope again. A second chance. Together.